Hey.
Hello.
X here.
And Z here.
Nice to see you guys.
We just watched the original Karate Kid before.
Yeah, not this
seeing
one.
This one, but I mean it's related, so.
That's right.
We really enjoyed the movie, I think.
Yeah, it's one of my absolute favorites. Saw it when I was a kid, and I was just the exact age for this movie to really hit me right in the feels, and I just love it. There's so much heart to it. There's bullying, but there's also kindness.
Yeah.
And I just really appreciate that.
Yeah. Forgive me, I got a lot of sun, so I'm very pink.
Oh.
It is very, very hot here in California.
I appreciate so much the direction in it and the connection between all of the characters. You know, you really just took that time. There was a mystery to it, but then you found out more about the people who you were involved with. He kind of stumbled on Mr. Miyagi and didn't know really anything about him, and then you got layers of his character revealed. And I noticed the camera work was really specific, where it would go to a person's face and then it would go down to what they were looking at, and then as the camera would go down, it would reveal the thing that, and it was just like a discovery viewpoint. It was not it wasn't tacked on. It just felt like very deliberate.
Like we were both looking at it.
Yeah, and you were discovering these things as it was, like you see a picture of his wife, Mr. Miyagi's wife, and then you see him stumbling and then talking, and he falls asleep and he goes over, and then as he's being tucked in, then you see the letter, and then he pulls it out and then you read it, and then when he puts the letter down, the camera reveals the box, and you see the box and you see the medals, and this overwhelming history of the character without any dialogue. It's just fantastic. And so I really appreciated that, just the careful, deliberate direction to it. Beyond that, the editing is fantastic because it really connects with the reactions and it stays with them enough. And it just really felt like very, again, these are choices. This wasn't a movie where you would just film everything and just kind of cobble it together later. You made intentional choices about how that was going to be done.
Yeah, and I know that you appreciate that kind of camera work.
Considering the editing, the director was also one of the editors, which I thought that was interesting. There were 3 editors, and he was one of them. The director also, you may not know this, you may know this, but he also directed Rocky.
That makes sense.
It's essentially the same movie, but for
it's
kids.
A little bit different.
Yeah, different enough. And the other thing too is that these days everything is IP. Previously already made stuff, like even the movie behind us. That's the 4th Karate Kid movie.
4th.
It passed the series, but not really part of the series. But it had to start somewhere, and it started with
humble beginnings.
Yeah, humble beginning. And then, you can make iconic things if you're just allowed to, and if you allow yourself to. If you just I believe in this enough, I'm going to make it. And that you're deliberate with how you create things. You're not just every idea, you hone it down to the best idea.
Yeah.
And it's just, it's amazing what can happen with that. Jackie Chan's giving you the side eye. But Ralph Macchio's here with us. Daniel's here, so that's all right.
I noticed something in the movie. I was talking to you about this before the video. It's like that there was a lot of color language in the movie, specifically with the color green and Miyagi. The color green came up a lot with Mr. Miyagi. He wanted his house to be colored green. The bonsai trees he was working on were green. The army outfit obviously was green. There's a lot of greenery that he's surrounded with, like his backyard, and when they were going out and seeing nature, there's just so much green.
Yeah.
And it just kind of showed his mindset, because the color green is associated with like calm and nature, and that says a lot about his character. And speaking of character, each one felt like a person, like a real life human person, which is
even the bad guys.
Even the bad guys, yeah. Like the weirdest thing is that like nowadays with all of this new entertainment, none of them feel real. And these people in this movie felt more real than like the real life people I know. So I don't know. It's just, it was nice. It was kind of calming.
Yeah, I mean, even the villains in it, they had some shades of humanity to them. You know,
Yeah,
like
exactly.
this one guy who was told by his sensei to basically
him.
get disqualified by hurting
Yeah.
Daniel. He did not want to do it, and he felt
Yeah.
pressured, and he did it anyway. And then he immediately felt regret, and he apologized. And even at the end, the evil villain Johnny, he gave respect.
Yeah.
You know,
He said you're all right.
yeah. And if you see the beginning of the second one, which becomes a completely different movie after the intro scene, it takes place right after the tournament, where Johnny's sensei is ripping him to shreds over it because he lost, and he's just like, "You're really sick, man." And Mr. Miyagi actually comes and rescues Johnny, which is kind of cool. And so there's a bit of humanity in there. Yeah, it's just fantastic. But the thing about this movie, and the thing for a takeaway for you and I, is that you're really investing in the characters. It's not so much about what they can do; it's about who they are.
Yeah.
And you're taking the time with them. Each introduction, each person, you find out a little bit about them. You could make a judgment call, but you don't. And layers of their personality get revealed over time.
Yeah.
And then you start to see who they really are. The other thread through this is the concept of mentors. Now, the early 80s had a lot of movies with mentors in them.
Oh, wouldn't that be nice?
Role models, positive ones.
What do you know?
And,
Wouldn't that be nice?
Daniel just complains, and I would too, about, washing his car and painting his house and fixing his fence and all the rest of this stuff.
Yeah.
And then it's revealed, the classic reveal of that these were actually training for karate moves. But it was that hard work, is that sacrifice that kind of sealed the deal. And it just, there's a reason why the movie became so iconic, is that it's
your heart.
Yeah, it's your heart, you're invested. But I really appreciate it. And then the music by Bill Conti, who, let's see Ralph Macchio here.
What? What are you doing?
There we go. Hurt. And the music by Bill Conti, who's the composer. It was very beautiful, very lyrical, kind of reserved and calm. And then the one time that it made an impact was when Mr. Miyagi did the famous, that, and the music just hits you at that time. And you're just flooded with emotion, and everybody's in on it, and it's just so it's amazing. I just love it. We're surrounded by movie employees here. So.
Don't want to film them because I don't know if they want to. My arm's getting tired.
That's all right. So sorry if this is a little hodgepodge, but we're kind of trying a different format here when we go to see a movie. Just talk about it when we're in the theater.
Yeah.
So I love this movie. It's one of my absolute favorites. It makes me cry all the time. It's just
It's a good movie.
Yeah, and it makes you feel like you could do anything. And it makes you feel like if you've got enough support, you can make it. And it's all heart, and we need that. So we want to make movies like that. We hope you want to as well. So we just want
Or if you don't know or you haven't seen our videos before, we are trying to make a short film of our own. The videos that we've made so far are doing as well, but we're hoping that over time we get enough support and we're able to make something really great.
Yeah.
So
thanks for joining us on a night out or a day out or a time out or a field trip or whatever you
well,
want
they
to call
don't
it.
know what time it is over here.
Thanks for joining us on a field trip. We really appreciate you taking the time to watch this. So, and if you like what we do, then please
Like
share.
and subscribe, and if you have anyone that you think might enjoy our content, then please let them know, because we want more people around us and surrounded with love,
Yeah, so check out our Patreon if you want to see even more.
Yep.
So thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.